Hello, Guardians. It is Ebontis here. We are on Nessus for Xur Day. He is in the Watcher's Grave. He's in his tree fort. So, what does he got? Well, he does still always have the Faded Engram. Remember, this is only Year 1 exotics, so nothing new coming from this. But if you are missing anything, say you're on Xbox or PC and you don't have the Borealis yet, or if you just have a whole bunch of shards laying around and you want to see if you just get something that has decent perks or a higher level version of something you don't have to infuse. These are all options. So it's kind of up to you if you want to spend 97 shards on them, but if you have a lot to spend, cool. If you don't, just know very specific uses for it. All Year 1, nothing new. For your gear, he's got this week, basically the bright spot is Crimson. This hand cannon is actually a really good hand cannon. Whether you're going to use it in Gambit, whether you're going to use it in PvP, PvE, it's got a lot of uses just because it's a pretty good hand cannon in the first place. It got a buff at some point where it needed some help, and now it's pretty solid. The range is pretty good whenever they bring the Catalyst back out of hiding from wherever it went. It was in last year's faction rallies in Season 3. When they come back out and you can finally get these in other places, it basically takes the range to almost maxed out. So if you don't have this thing now, for sure get it. So when that Catalyst is an option, you're going to want to pick it up. Now, unlike most hand cannons, it does work in a 3-shot burst, but it's still pretty accurate, pretty easy to use, and pretty lethal in PvP. And in Gambit, if you keep getting those kills, guess what? You get your health back. Kills with this weapon heal the wielder. Precision kills also refill the magazine. So you get health back. Sometimes you get in those fights, you get a little bit overwhelmed, but if you're at least shooting and killing stuff with this gun, you do have a chance to survive those pieces, because sometimes it's a bit dicey. We have small bore, range and stability, accurized rounds, range, and heavy grip, so stability and handling speed. So stability is nearly maxed, range can be nearly maxed, impact is up there towards the top. It is a 3-shot burst, so the numbers are a little weird on the rounds per minute, but this thing is actually pretty powerful. So if you don't have this for any reason at all, somehow you missed it, grab it. Now for the armor, I can't say anything quite as glowing about these. They have some uses. First, the hunters, you guys and your stompies. These are mostly for traversal, exploration, and that nature. The exotic perk is Hydraulic Boosters, increases sprint speed and slide distance, improves high jump, strafe jump, and triple jump. So all your jumps are improved, you run faster, and you slide farther. So basically pure mobility all the time. Now if you're doing something like Whisper of the Worm, then this is going to be kind of a good thing for you because you actually can make one extra jump, I know for sure, that is going to help save you a little bit of time. And other things like that. So they're basically pure mobility more than anything else, but if you want something for that, just to maybe run a little bit faster, jump a little bit higher, work on some in-air accuracy type stuff, these could be something for you for sure. Perks are mobility or resilience, which I'd probably get at least a little resilience coming your way. We've got fusion rifle dexterity, hand cannon dexterity is probably a big one. A lot of hand cannons, especially on PC, but just a lot of hand cannons feel pretty good right now. Faster ready and stow speed for hand cannons, not a bad thing. And you've got bomber, also reduces grenade cooldown when using your class ability. So whether you use your dodge a lot and you get your grenade faster, that's actually a pretty useful one, especially for hunters. Scout Rifle Scavenger, pick up more ammo. Not really too worried about primary, but I guess more is never a bad thing. And Special Ammo Finder, probably the more beneficial piece here, just because Special Ammo is not as easy to find as primary. So, those are your stompies. Then we've got KHEPRI'S Horn. This is going to be for us Crazy Titans, and it looks like I put a dinosaur on my face. I don't know what this thing is from. It always looks ridiculous, though. The perk is Solar Rampart. Solar damage kills recharge your barricade. Your barricade, whether it's a rally or tower, either one counts. And when you cast that barricade, it unleashes a blast of solar energy when summoned. Now, in theory, that sounds like it could be cool. But unfortunately, I don't think that's just going to vaporize a lot of enemies when you do it. So this is a pretty low level exotic that I think needs some help. Because in general, if the only thing this really does is give you your barricade back faster, it's pretty minimal compared to almost any other exotic you could find. Now, if you want your rally barricade up more frequently, and you're using a solar subclass, yeah, you'll probably have your barricade up a lot, but there are probably other classes that will serve you better. So, unfortunately, this one is pretty low on the Titan totem pole of exotics. We've got bow targeting, hand cannon targeting. Targeting is always cool for the accuracy, target acquisition, which is that head-seeking kind of nature. basically aim assist and aim down sight speed for hand cannons and bows. Accuracy, a big thing there. Hand cannons, that aim assist on the heads is huge. And we've got hands-on super energy on melee kills. If you're punching stuff in the face, get a little extra super energy back. Also a good thing. Shotgun reserves. This is a great one. Anything with reserves, that extra ammo that you can hold in, backup supply, a good thing. Heavy ammo finder. I feel like the heavy ammo economy in Forsaken is still a little bit off, so still waiting to see when that kind of gets tweaked a little bit. And then finally, Verity's Brow. This is going to be for the Warlocks. We've got the fourth magic, energy weapon kills, so basically anything in your second slot, in case you're wondering what I mean by that. Right there, they are all energy weapons, these are kinetic weapons, these are power weapons. So anything in this second slot, so you have a damage type but it's not a power weapon, is going to boost grenade recharge rate for you and your allies. Now, I don't know how big of a radius that would be. I'm guessing it's got to be fairly close. It'd be cool if it was just your fire team or raid team or whatever. Then I could see it getting more. But if it's like a radius burst or something like that, we'd have to test it out. That would be one of those things that might be a little better if it was probably just your fire team in general. But literally, just shooting, getting kills with your energy weapon boosts your grenade recharge rate. That's basically all. Not an extra ability, not an extra grenade, not longer grenades, not sun bracers where you slap an enemy and you have unlimited solar grenades for a little bit. Nothing even remotely to that level. So, while you may be using your energy weapon a lot to kill things, sometimes you'll use your kinetic, sometimes you'll use your power, sometimes your allies may not be that nearby. And it's just a boost to recharge rate. It's not going to just refill it up. So, again, both of these last two exotics pretty low on the totem pole. Bow targeting and hand cannon targeting, same thing, hands-on. I feel like Xur's perks, if the slot matches, say it's head and head or arms and arms, seem to have the exact same perks. I'm not entirely sure how that's happening, but so far it seems to be true. So all of that's the same, shotgun reserves and heavy ammo finder. So for your helmets, those are your perks. Unfortunately, unless you're just missing them from your collection, maybe they get a buff later and you're rolling in a whole bunch of shards, add them to your collection. Other than that, my only major recommendation is Crimson. And if you're missing Borealis, this is a decent way to potentially get it. Not a guarantee, unless you just have all the armor and weapons on a character, maybe. But also, if you're missing any armor pieces, getting them at 520, not a bad thing. So, hopefully this was a good video for you guys. If you did find it helpful, leave a like below. Leave a comment below if you have any questions to say, hey, we did do our Flashpoint podcast. It is a long, lengthy one. Again, it's mostly audio, so you can listen to that in the background, but it's me and Lord Cognito doing our weekly podcast. We took a break last week because of all the raid stuff going down. But other than that, I've had a lot of content coming to you guys, so hit that subscribe button as I will keep it coming to you. And other than that, you can find me on Twitch, on Twitter, and right here on YouTube. And thank you as always for the support and the continued growth. So I will see you all in a future video, hopefully with another guide. Potentially going to work on a solo Whisper guide sometime this weekend when I get a break, because everybody's asking for questions of how to do that thing without Whisper. So a normal difficulty, non-Whisper, Whisper. I know that makes no sense, but you'll know what I mean. All right, to everyone out there, I hope you enjoyed. Have a great one, and we'll see you soon.